So I got up and I went downstairs and I wrote it in 3 hours. Fear would take hold of you and grip you by the neck. You know how you're going to grab somebody by their collar?
If they're not coming, we have to go out to them and get them and give them Christ, because we are the church.
How am I going to pay for this? What am I going to do to pay for this?
Sometimes we idolize the four walls and it becomes a security blanket. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna start like this. I'm here with the one and the only Sister Beryl. I'm very excited, as you can tell. I know Sister Beryl from Israel Total Life Ministries. We used to go to church together, and I'm just excited about what God is doing in her life. I'm going to let her introduce you before I start asking her some questions. She's doing great things in the kingdom, and I'm excited to share it with you all.
Well, hey, look, I'm excited to be here. This is an honor and my pleasure to be here with you beyond the walls. When you started Beyond the Walls, I didn't know that I was getting ready to go beyond the walls too. So I thought, you know what, God is up to something, and it's just amazing.
So you mentioned that God was going to take you beyond the walls. Expound on that. What do you mean? What has happened since I last saw you?
Well, look, there are things that happen that you don't want to walk into because you're nervous or you're afraid. And I didn't know that it was my turn to go beyond the walls. And what I mean is that for about 20 years or so, I've been doing church plays. But I've always dreamt of going beyond the walls outside in the community. So just recently, well, let's go back to 2024, God woke me up in a dream. And he laid this play on my heart. Now, you know, I was kicking and screaming because it was early and I was not ready to give up. I was having this conversation like, God, look,
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I got to deal with those kids. I'm not getting up. But then I was praying, please don't let me forget what you've given me. Please don't let me forget. So I said, okay. So I got up and I went downstairs and I wrote it in 3 hours. But that
Hold on, you wrote the whole entire play that we are about to see on March 7th. That's a plug.
Yes. 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
From start to finish.
Start to finish.
No way.
Start to finish. Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
It was flowing, and I knew it had to be him because, you know, when you sleep, you're really not thinking about things like that. But then sometimes God kind of nudge and say, look, it's time. But that was 2024, and now it's 2026. So I kept saying, okay, I'm going to do it. But I was so afraid.
Hold on, Sister Beryl. We got to run it back. You said the Lord gave you this play in 3 hours in 2024.
2024, surely did.
And today is February something of 2026.
Yep. So I said, this is my year. I got to do it. You cannot not do things when he put it on your heart. Because to me, that's like a disrespect.
Yeah. What took you so long?
I was afraid.
Say it again.
I was afraid.
What were you afraid of?
Failure. You know, and I try not to be perfect. My kids say, Mom, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. And I'm like, I don't know. How am I going to do all this? And I've always wanted to go to Harmony Hall. And I'm thinking, I might not be good enough. The play might not be good enough. Who's going to want to come? First of all, I need a team. I don't have a team. I don't have any of that. But what was so interesting, when you pray about things like, God, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to send me a key. My oldest son called and said, Mom, I got you. We're going to work on some social media posts. We'll get it out there. We're going to work on some marketing. We'll get it out there. My middle son, he edited the play. And then the youngest one said, we got you. We got the props. We're going to be back there. We're going to be the stage hands and I'll do the program.
Wow.
And so my husband looking like, okay, what can I do? I said, you just be there for a minute. We're going to work this thing out. So that made me even more afraid because I'm thinking.
He ain't going to send no team. Ain't going to be no team.
Exactly. Because I'm like, what in the world? And then I had more people like Linda. Let's say, you know, I'll do the tickets at the front. So I'm like, okay, now I just need to, you know, find a venue. See, but what people don't know, things cost. And you think about,
come on,
well, how am I going to pay for this? What am I going to do to pay for this? But God didn't say anything about money. He didn't say anything about money. He was just like, do it. So I bravely emailed Harmony Hall. I said, okay. I sucked it up and said, okay, I want to apply to, you know, to do my play down there. We talked about it. I went over there. Well, I had seen it before. And it was like a 15-page application. Jesus. And what people don't realize too is like, it was a lot. So I did a little bit at a time, but every time I went back, I had to start over. It wasn't there.
Discouraging.
Exactly.
Discouraging.
Very discouraging. So coming from doing church plays to something in the bigger out there in the atmosphere, in the community, it is very afraid. Can be very afraid. But I'm pushing through it, like you said once. I'm gonna put that afraid in the trunk,
Come on.
in the
Come
back
on.
seat. As a matter of fact,
Come
I'm
on.
just gonna put it out the car,
Come on.
and I just got to do it afraid.
Oh,
I just got to do it afraid.
goodness.
My oldest one's always like, "Do it afraid, Mom. It's okay, just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect." But I'm like, I don't know. So a lot has happened, with how I think and how I even pray now, because I know when I pray, God is like, "Okay, I got you. We're gonna figure this thing out, because this is what you should have been doing a long time ago."
Oh my goodness. Not
A long time ago, I should have been beyond the walls a very long time ago.
And it's been fear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fear would take hold of you and grip you by the neck. You know how you want to grab somebody by their collar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And fear can do you like that.
So what was it that was that cataclysmic moment where you said, okay, I just can't not do this anymore? Like, was there something that actually happened that God say, like, this is getting ridiculous, bro? Like, come on.
Well, let's go back to last year when I was working, because I'm working, and it's hard to work and actually do what you're
Something
supposed
else.
to do. Yeah, something else. But see, I was working this job too, and God tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "It's time for you to move to somewhere else." I didn't want to do that either, because you're so comfortable.
Come on.
With where you are, until it's like, I gotta start over. But as soon as he tapped me on the shoulder, and after I finished my little 2-year-old spat tantrum, I did it. And I learned that God is going to put you in places that's better than where you were.
Come on.
So you might as well just come on, let's go.
Come on.
So I had my backpack. I'm ready to rock and roll.
So he
with
tapped
whatever
on your shoulder.
He
said,
did.
I just need you to just
move. It's time for you to go. Absolutely.
That's amazing. I think the biggest thing for me is getting people to understand that the fear is not going to go away. It's not going to just evaporate. And for some people, if it does happen for them like that, great. But for me, I find myself doing things afraid regardless. Like, I'm not going to allow it to control me.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you allow it to control you, it will take you 2 years to do or more to do what you were supposed to do in that year. So yeah, absolutely. So you're beyond the wall. Let's flip it for a minute.
Oh God,
You're beyond the wall. What happened that you went beyond the wall?
We actually started our Bible study in 2021. People don't know that. It started out with me and my college roommate. She came to me, and at this time, I was already an elder. I already had my master's in theology. Like, I got that in 2017. So I had all of the credentials to do what she's asking me, like, hey, can we do a Bible study? And I'm like, you want me to do what? And I was like, I think I need to pray about this, but what you need to pray for? Some things I feel like we say we want to pray about it, and that's like fear. We're just afraid, and we mask it, and I got to pray about it. I got to seek God about it. But what about teaching Bible study? Would God be displeased about?
Exactly.
So anyway, my father was like, all right, we could do these small groups, but I had to ask my bishop first. I said, my roommate is asking me to teach Bible study, and he's like, it's just a small group. I'm like, yes, it's a small group. It's not like I'm not trying to start a church. Literally were the words that came out of my mouth, because I'm not interested in starting a church. That's your thing. I'm here to support your ministry. So we started in 2021. And then at the end, it was almost like October, September. We were going through a very tumultuous time spiritually. And I had just been praying and asking God, like, what's happening? What's going on? And from 2021 till like the end of 2024, the Bible study had grown from just me and her to me and like 3 or 4 people. So it's a real small group now. And in my sleep, literally in my sleep, it was almost like the Lord gave me Beyond the Walls. Literally the name, like Beyond the Walls, gave me the mission, the vision, the vision and the mission for Beyond the Walls is very clear. And it boils down to discipleship, getting out of that building, because people are not coming. And if they're not coming, we have to go out to them and get them. and give them Christ, because we are the church.
Absolutely. See, that's amazing. So you've been doing it afraid for a long time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Since 2021. And there are still like, people would think like, oh, you're teaching Bible studies. You've been teaching Bible study every Wednesday since 2021. Yes, I have. And our Bible study is at 8:30 p.m. because if you go to your traditional church, that's fine. It's not a problem. Like, we have people who are active in their, four walls church. We have people who are not active, and beyond the walls is their church. So it's however we need to serve you, that's how we serve you. It's fine. But I still get nervous when I teach Bible study. When we have our worship night on March 6th, that's a plug. I still get nervous. Like last time, I was crying before we went to worship, and it's like, I've been leading worship for years. So it's just, yeah.
I think it's amazing how you step beyond the walls and step through your fear. It's not easy to step through your fear. It's not easy to break down the walls, because you want to make sure, and this is what I think too, that don't listen to what's in your head. Listen to what's in your heart.
What did God say?
Exactly. What did he say about it? So I'm excited for that March the 6th to come. Where is that going to be?
It's at the Indian Head Black Box Theater.
Okay.
Doors open at 6:30, and we do sell out. And the space is very intimate. So please get there on time. Now tell me about this play. When is your play?
My play is March the 7th.
When is your play?
March the 7th.
Ooh, where at?
Harmony Hall. It's in Fort Washington, 10701 Livingston Road. I think that's the right one, Livingston Road. Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I have tickets already.
All right, get tickets. So you could come to 2 days. You could come that Friday.
Yes. Worship with us on Friday.
Come on Saturday at 7 p.m. and come on. Let's see God delivered this play. Because it's him, it's not me. And I was with my husband the other day. I said, I feel like it's going to be amazing, but it's not me. It's not me, because we struggled in a sense to find certain characters. But this cast now, y'all better watch out.
On fire.
Okay. I was like, God, now if you told me to do this play, then you need to bring somebody.
Come on, who could
bring it?
Yeah.
So we got the usual, like, I'm going to give you the 3 that you normally know.
I know. All right.
That's Tanya and that's Tamika. It's going to be interesting.
I'm excited. Okay, before we go, I want, without any spoiler alert or anything like that, what's the play about?
I try not to spoil it, but I get so excited. And
don't give me too much now.
Okay, so
give me a little bit.
It's a young couple. They have to make decisions, and every decision that they make, it has a consequence.
Like real life.
Real life, actually. it is real life. It's real life stuff. So without spoiling that, yeah. So you need to get there on time.
Okay, and what's that time again?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
You need to be there. The doors will probably open about 6:15. You need to get there to get your seats.
Okay, at home. We will be there. Okay, so let's wrap it up. We have a Beyond the Walls packed weekend, even though Sister Beryl, the play is not under Beyond the Walls, but it is Beyond the Walls.
Absolutely.
Friday, March 6th, we are worshiping together in Indian Head, Maryland at the Indian Head Black Box Theater. And then on March 7th at 6:15, doors open at 6:15, we need you all to be at Harmony Hall to watch the amazing, because I know it's be amazing because I've seen the plays, the amazing production that God has given Sister Beryl to bless us with, to minister to our souls at Harmony Hall. You do not want to miss this weekend.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Okay, anything else you want to say before we close?
That's it. And I'm excited that God is doing great things. He's doing great things. I just feel it, regardless of what's going on, I feel it in the atmosphere. He's doing great things.
He's still in control. And it's up to us to really be obedient.
Absolutely.
Because I taught this Bible study last week, shameless plug, 8:30 every Wednesday, about being the light in the dark and how we don't need permission to be the light. He has given us authority to be the light.
Oh my God.
Just be the light, Sister Beryl.
That's all you got to do.
And the world is waiting for us to show up. And we're so scared. And there's nothing wrong with being in the 4 walls. But sometimes we idolize the 4 walls and it becomes a security blanket.
Exactly.
And then we don't do what God said we need to do.
Exactly. So you got to get out there and do it. So I'm going to tell anybody, if you have something that God has given you and put it on your heart, do it afraid.
Do it!
Do it afraid.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Sister Beryl.
Thank you for having me.
I will do this again afterwards because I want to after action.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. You've heard it first at Beyond the Walls TV. See you soon.